Hello and welcome to Latex Workshops. This is a quick tutorial showing you how and where to measure. On top of the page are a couple of PDFs, one for men and one for women, giving you the size code charts and also an illustration of where to measure. I'll be demonstrating a couple of those measurements. When taking measurements, it's much better to take them against your body, so wearing something like swimwear will help you to do this. Then you need a benchmark to make sure all of your measurements are going to be accurate. So you need to put a piece of string or anything just around your natural waistline, which is immediately underneath your ribs. Once you've done this, you've got to make sure that it's absolutely parallel to the floor, because then you can see that all other measurements will be parallel to it or perpendicular to it. So the first measurement I'm going to take is going to be that of the bust line. That looks reasonably parallel to me, so that's going to be a true representation, and that measurement says 84, so that's a size 10. Taking a perpendicular measurement, don't just pull the tape measure straight, because as you can see around the waistline there's a space, which means that measurement isn't being taken into account. It's not going to be a good fit. So you've just gently got to push it against your skin so you will get a perfect measurement, which means you'll just get a perfect fit. Once you've taken all of your measurements, it's a very good idea to double check against the size code chart. And if, for example, you're a size 10, have a look at all of your measurements and make sure they fall within the parameters of 8 to 12. If one of your measurements, for example, says 16 or 18 and you don't feel that's a true representation, then just simply measure yourself again and then you'll be ready to start to make your outfits. When making our outfits, we've got to remember what fabric we're using, and that's latex, and so we're going to adjust that a little bit to make sure it's skin tight. All vertical measurements we're going to leave the same. However, for horizontal measurements, we're just going to minus 10%, and that'll give a nice skin tight finish. I hope you'll make a block pattern starting with the bodice. You want to have a look for a close fitting bodice. The instructions are very easy to follow, and they'll even give you an illustration to cross-reference. All you have to do is remember three things, and that is the vertical measurements. You don't have to do anything at all to them. The horizontal measurements, you've got to minus 10%, and then the book will ask you to add or minus something called ease. So whatever it says, please just follow that. There is just one exception, and that is for your bust line. The book, for example, for a size 12 is going to say please add 5 centimetres, and because the block pattern is just half of your body, that means you've got to double it. So that's going to be an extra 10 centimetres around the circumference of your body, and that for latex is far, far too much. So please only add 2 centimetres up to a size 16 and you should look lovely.